Yeah, we are joined by Roustam Tariko. Thank you very much. Two things to talk about, vodka and banking, both of which you're very big in. First, let's talk about Russian Standard Vodka. You're now selling your vodka in 75 countries. We're coming out of the recession. Does that mean people are drinking more or less? Is this all good for Russian Standard sales?
Definitely more, but they're drinking better as well. That's why they're switching to Russian Standard.
To your premium vodka,
exactly,
gotcha.
exactly.
What are you seeing in terms of sales growth?
You know, it's growing everywhere. So United States is growing very nicely, Europe, Australia, but most important, impressive growth is probably duty-free. People travel more, people spending more during the travel, so this is probably the most impressive growth I have had.
You've been in the process of trying to buy Nemiroff, a brand, alcohol brand in Ukraine. How's that going?
It's still, we are still talking, but there are 3 shareholders. One of them is becoming difficult, so, but I'm still optimistic about completing the deal.
And roughly how much money are we talking about? What would you be paying for Nemiroff?
Difficult for me to say, but it's in hundreds of millions of dollars.
More than 300 million?
No.
More than 300 million. Less than 400? Very quickly, the wheat price. Obviously, we saw a spike in wheat prices, other groceries, is that a big factor when it comes to the vodka or Russian consumers?
For the vodka, not. For the Russian consumer, it's much more important. So we're obviously concerned as responsible citizens for all the increase for the raw material and the food for normal people.
You're the biggest issuer of credit cards in Russia. The Russian central bank is talking about raising interest rates, or there's an expectation, I should say, that there might be an interest rate hike. What would the significance of that be?
I believe it's again more important for the government related to inflation. On the banking sector, will not be any particular effect. So interest rate in Russia for credit products are still very high. So we all need to together work on decrease of interest rate for banking products.
2 big Russian state banks, VTB, Sberbank, they're in the process of buying up other banks. Is that a threat to you? Who is that a threat to?
There's mostly buying governmental bank or semi-governmental banks. It's not threat to me because Russian Standard in a very unique position with unique products, and they will definitely not be interested in a product like mine.
Roustam Tariko, thank you very much from Russian Standard. Mark, going to